Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Yurike Risa loreana. In this opportunity, I will tell you about my research proposal. The title is the implementation of video project-based learning to develop student speaking skill, teachers, and students' perspective. In the background, there are two topics. The first is project-based learning and the second is speaking. According to Thomas 2000, project-based learning is a learning model that provides students participate more active in making a project within a group or individual work to improve English language skill, especially in speaking skill. Based on Cameron 2001, speaking is to express the language that make other people easier to understand the meaning of language. The main point of speaking is to convey thinking and meaning which make other people understand what deliver clearly. The previous studies, some researchers have conducted the implementation of project-based learning in speaking skill. The first is Eleni Grifa 2010, using a game to develop the speaking skill, and the second is Artemis 2011, using story based for the receptive and productive oral skill. And then beside that, PBL may implement to improve the students' reading comprehension by Damar Widyasta 2016. Moreover, some researchers also have applied PBL to investigate the perception or orientation. The first is 3A Effendi 2014, explored the student's perspective when implemented of ICT supported the PBL, and the second is Meredith Park et al. 2010, investigate the PBL increase the teacher orientation when using PBL approach. All of the previous studies showed the positive impact of implementation PBL in speaking and reading skill that implement using game, story, and digital storytelling in the junior and senior high school that only explore the one perspective or orientation of the teacher or the student. Meanwhile, the study will implement the PBL using video project for the higher students and investigate the perspective of implementation the video based both of the teacher and the students. And then the research question, there are two research questions in this research proposal. The first is how is the teacher perception of the use video project based in speaking skill in English language education department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. The second is how is the student perception of the use of video project based in speaking skill in English language education department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. The objective of the study, the first is to explore the teacher's perception using video project based in speaking skill in English language education department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. And then the second is to investigate the student perception using video project based in speaking skill in English language education department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. The significance of the study, there are there are three significant. The first is for student or pre-service. The finding of this study can be a reference for the student or pre-service teacher to use this technique to learn speaking skill. The second is for experienced teacher or lecturer. The study can be a reference for experienced teacher or lecturer to use this technique in the classroom to teach speaking skill. And then the third is for future research. The finding of this study can be beneficial and reference for the future researcher who want to conduct a similar qualitative research for implementing video project based in other skill in different level of student learning or related topic such as the challenges or the benefit of the student and teacher for implementing video project based. The definition of key term. Speaking is an ability to express an English orally for explaining something using correct expression and making other people easier to understand the meaning of the language. Then video project based is one of project based learning technique to give the task or assignment for the student in first semester for making a video project to investigate the improvement of student speaking skill. The scope and limitation. Selection of the semester is limited to the first semester because the specific skill being the focus of this research is allocated in first semester. The subject of this research are to teachers and 30 students in first semester of English Language Education Department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. This research only focused on the teachers and students' perception of implementation video project based in speaking skill. The research design. This study, this, this study will conduct use qualitative descriptive that will give more explanation about the teachers and the students' perception of implementation of video project based in speaking skill in English Language Education Department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. The data. The data of this research are the teachers and the student perception of implementation the video project based learning in English Language Education Department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. The perception in this research are how is the feeling of the teacher when they implemented the video project based learning to develop the student speaking skill and how is the student sense when learning English using video project based to improve their speaking skill. The source of data in this study are the record of interview from the lecturer of English Language Education Department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya, and analyze the questionnaire that filled by students that implement a video project based learning in English Language Education Department at State Islamic University of Sunan Ampel, Surabaya. Trustworthiness. This research used triangulation for combining the data collected from the interview and questionnaire into one finding of this research. This step aims to avoid the prejudice of the data collection. I think that's all for my explanation. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.